Hey, Sonic Blue Darkles here at the Greater Cleveland Aquarium, and we're just about ready to go in to see the jellyfish, the moon jellyfish. And that's that dark room way over there. And the jellyfish are seen through the roof. You know, you would think that you would see them in a tank, but if you look up, there's the jellyfish. And I think that's very interesting and very tantalizing for somebody who likes to eat jellyfish. I just hope they don't know that. Now, over here, this was just added in February, and this is basically an exhibit to show the effects of pollution. Now, water pollution was a great thing in the 70s. We tried a lot of different rackets to try to come up with different organizations to stop water pollution, air pollution, noise pollution, and any other kinds of pollutions. But they kind of went away in like the 90s and the early 2000s. I mean, where did all the PSAs go? Well, it seems that no matter what area you live in, pollution is still going to be a problem. So the next time you're out at the lake or the beach, take your garbage and put it in a bag. But don't throw the bag in the water. As you can see, it takes a very long time for this stuff to biodegrade in water. And I'm not sure if this is fresh water or salt water, but they're using the ocean as an example, so I'm guessing this is salt water. And even though, I mean, you can see all kinds of different stuff. There's an aluminum can, there's plastic bottles up the wazoo, there's a paper cup there, little blister packs there, or like little carton-straight food. There's all kinds of different garbage in here, and this is what's killing our aquatic life. The only way we can prevent this is don't pollute. And that's a very safe, very healthy tip from the old Pawpets show. As you can see from the graph over here, it actually graphically shows how long it takes for each item to biodegrade in water. Going from a paper bus ticket from 2 to 4 weeks all the way over to painted wood, which takes 13 years to disintegrate in water. And so this is an easy indication of why pollution doesn't pay, and it's definitely not good for the environment. So now let's go and take a look at the jellyfish. My mouth is watering for this, but I'm not here to eat the jellyfish, I'm here to observe. And if you point upward, there's the jellyfish. Those are living, breathing jellyfish. Impressive.
That's what I say.
Very impressive, and very dangerous too if you're in the ocean.
Yeah, and these are called moon jellyfish.
These are moon jellyfish. The safest place to touch a jellyfish is right at the top. Right at the top. See how that one's upside down? You can touch that, but don't touch the tentacles underneath because that's where they sting you. And over here, you can actually see the life cycle of each jellyfish. As you can see, they have live exhibits here of the jellyfish. And it starts from fertilized egg to the larva, and to the polyp, right over to the strobila, and then to the ephira, way over here to Medusa stage, and that's when they're actually fully grown jellyfishes right here.
It comes up nice on this phone. Look at that.
That is the stage of ephira right there.
That is kind of cool. Look at that.
Of course, the Medusa stage, which is this class right here, that's when they're big enough to actually
look how much purple and bluish purple.
I love that.
That one is. That just looks cool.
Now here we go. The moon jellyfish. You can actually read on the different facts of the jellyfish here, and just the only thing it doesn't mention is how tasty they can be.
Yeah. Well, of course, because they don't allow you to eat their jellyfish.
No, they don't. But if I were to eat their jellyfish right now, they probably wouldn't like me coming back.
No.
I mean, yeah, it's not very common that they'll get a jellyfish exhibit, but they won't have one too long if I come in with some pork, some shredded pork and sesame seed.
Well, actually, let's go ahead and continue down here.
Yes, let's continue on. This obviously is the Florida Keys, Key West.
And these are the tigerfish.
Yes, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Very impressive design. Just look at that. I'm going to get some pictures of these guys.
Look at these. Look at how they sprout out like that. They sprout out their fins like that.
Yes.
Yeah. That's really kind of cool, don't you think?
Very cool. Picture of it. And a close up. How sad they look.
Oh,
These look like the moray eels.
These are moray eels.
These are moray eels. You'll find these guys off Key West too. They got little tiny sharp teeth too, so if you ever catch one off of the Key West, be very careful. They're very fierce, because look at this guy. He's going right to my finger. See that? Very, very ferocious. And they got little jagged teeth. And you can actually see them if they open their mouth here. Let me see if I can get a picture of one. These moray eels do not play.
Yeah, see?
They don't play fair. I just got a picture of a close-up of a moray eel. Ah, darn it, you were moving too fast. Okay, just look straight in the camera, I dare you. It's not easy to photograph marine life with a cell phone camera because, you know, they move a lot faster than the picture can take, and these things aren't very fast. So, who's going to be the next to stare into the wonder of this camera? Oh, here's no, don't move, don't go away. You went away too fast with this water. Okay, yeah, you're staying there. How about if I get a close-up of your face? Here we go.
Yeah, why is he still?
No, I don't want to. Stupid camera. That wouldn't take. Come on, look at me. Here we go. Here we go. Be fierce. Be fierce. And those are the eels. Very dangerous creatures. But you definitely don't want to be caught with one of these dangling off one of your toes, because they can bite and they're very painful. Their bite is more powerful than the average piranha fish. And in the tropical waters of Key West, Florida, they are very common. No. Say no. I don't want grass beds. Up next is the very astounding looking burrfish, otherwise known as the pufferfish. And if one of them comes out, we can actually show you. And they live off of anywhere between the states of off the coast of Maine down to Florida, and even places off of Mexico and Brazil. And the funny thing about burrfish is they don't really use their bodies to move. They rely on their tail and their fins in order to take movement. They like to live in the grassy environments of the reef, not to mention little hollow spots in the coral. Very fascinating fish. But would you want to eat one for dinner? I don't think so. They look pretty serious. They don't look like they want to be eaten. But they are still very fascinating looking little fishies. That is known as the burrfish.
You can see how fast these move too.
They can move very fast. They don't even use their bodies for velocity and when they swim. They just rely on their fins and their tail. Very fascinating fish in the way they move and how they move so fast. But that's the wonder of the underwater life. There are several wonders, and we're about ready to unlock each and every one of them they have here to offer at the Greater Cleveland Aquarium. And you'll find a lot of amazing things here. If you're ever in the Greater Cleveland area, stop by the aquarium. You're going to love it. They have American alligators. They got lots of tropical fish, and of course, our little friend here, the birdfish, is no exception to the rule. So, moving on, let's see if we can find some more fish for you to enjoy. The clownfish. Now, a lot of you remember clownfish from the movie Finding Nemo, but what they don't really tell you are some of the reasons and some of the environments that clownfish live in, mainly because, well, they do show, but they don't really explain. Clownfish have a slime around their bodies that makes them immune to sea anemones, and they always live near sea anemones, mainly for two reasons. One, because they're very susceptible to the predators of marine life. And number two, they get an extra sense of protection from predators. But they're very territorial fish as well. So if any of the other fish kingdom came along and tried to mess with their sea anemones, they're very territorial and will start to protect them. Clownfish are very, very susceptible to predators, though, and they're very beautiful, too. But because of their bright colors, they stand out amongst other fish in the deep blue sea. So, naturally, they would need a protector, and they turn to the sea anemone. And that's our little educational moment on clownfish. So now that you watch Finding Nemo, now you know why clownfish love sea anemones and feel a little sense of protection being around them. Wouldn't you love to have a tank like this in your house? I would too. But this basically is a good way to show the coral reef environment of these tropical fish. And as you can see, there's lots of it. From this side all the way to this side, and the same thing on this side. Fish do love coral.
And the nice thing is you can see the actual tank, it goes up and over.
Yeah, just like an arch. So you can actually stand in the midst of all these fishes, and they're wondering who the heck people are down there. Especially that guy there. He almost looks like a perfect, like where McDonald's gets their fish fillets. Doesn't that look almost like the same shape? Now, I know that's a dirty word to say around these fish, but I don't think they can understand what I'm saying. Or maybe they do.
There's a lot of different kinds of coral down here.
Yep, that's the coral reef. And lots of tropical fish love the coral reef. That's their home. That's their environment. But as you can see, this thing goes all the way around. All the way around. Under the sea, and this is where sharks are found, right here. And we're walking in a tunnel going all the way through their enclosure. Now, wouldn't it really be bad if we had an earthquake at this very moment in time and all of these broke open and all the sharks were loose and they're hungry for you? Look at that shark there. Just totaling on down. And you get to see, look at that. Look at that. See? Stingray's face is right at the bottom of the other belly.
Oh, like you do.
So many wonderful, fascinating things deep under the ocean that you would never even see if you weren't like a scuba diver. But now, because of aquariums like this, oh, and look at that piece of ship. It's like a part of a ship that got sunk a long time ago, like a piece of the Titanic almost, but not quite. This is like their own version of a sunken ship. You see, well, it's not really from the video. The video doesn't really pick up the ship. But it does give a very interesting motif.
Ain't that the truth?
It's probably not real, probably fabricated.
Yeah, that's like a deep.
There's more.
You got them all the way down there, huh?
That's still very good. Well, we've seen a lot of underwater living and we've learned a little bit about our underwater buddies, but now it's time to go and return you to the studio of Pawpets Show. So speaking at the Greater Cleveland Aquarium, this is Sonic the Darkfall signing off for the Pawpets Show. So take care and don't pollute.